Hi สวัสดีค่ะทุกคน This is another episode of English Chitchat where I speak 90% in English so you can practice listening and interacting in English here only at ฝรั่งอ่างมอ Today I'm trying to use a new program. I'm not sure if it's a program. It's a software. It's a program called StreamYard. So excited! New technology! โปรแกรมชื่อ StreamYard ค่ะสำหรับใครที่ต้องสอนออนไลน์นะว่ามันเจ๋งมากๆเลยอ่ะ Oh wow. For this English chit chat, you and me, we are going to forget all the grammar rules and the fear of making mistakes and just trying to use English. Because I myself always make mistakes. So this is number one, to get over my fear of making mistakes. And number two, to help you get over your fears as well, hopefully, and to see that we can still talk just fine. Each episode, I will come up with a topic that I find interesting for us to talk about. And today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about cabin fever. Ta-da-da-da! It's not a cheerful thing, but I just try to make it lively. Okay, so what we're gonna talk about today is the cabin fever. So let's talk about this term first. Fever is what? Fever is when you're sick,เป็นไข้ fever. Cabin is like cabin crew, right? What's cabin means? Have you ever heard of the term cabin fever? I have to confess, I've never heard of a term before until very recently. So as you can see, even though I'm an English teacher, there are still so many terms, many words, vocabulary, phrases, slangs that I've never heard before. And so I read this article and also listened to some videos that talk about cabin fever. And today I'm sharing with you what cabin fever is, okay? This is a definition from Cambridge Dictionary, Cambridge Dictionary. It means, according to Cambridge Dictionary, it refers to the feeling of being angry or bored, angry, why do I have to stay home? Bored, I don't know what to do, because you have been inside for too long, this is the definition of cabin fever, taken from Cambridge Dictionary. Now you know what a cabin fever is. Usually it's a feeling like irritation, that you don't feel like staying at home. Have you ever experienced cabin fever before? Have you ever experienced cabin fever before? Cabin fever ถ้าแปลเป็นไทยก็คือความรู้สึกเวลาที่เราอยู่ในที่อาจจะไม่ต้องบ้านก็ได้นะคะแต่อยู่ในอาคารหรอคือแบบเราไม่ได้ออกไปข้างนอกเลยบางทีเราก็อาจจะรู้สึกแบบอึดอัดเบื่ออะไรก็ว่ากันไป I know that it's supposed to be some grand holidays, you may have plans ahead, but then with the virus situation we are all stuck at home, and if you are like, let's say if you are introvert like me, or a homebody, or someone who's been working at home for the past years, you probably didn't have much problem. I love staying at home, to be honest with you. I love staying at home, and I feel like it's not entirely a bad thing for me, right? Because I really like activities at home, and I can work at home because I do teach online, but I'm sure a lot of people might find it very difficult, because it's their nature to go out, they love to be out, especially extroverts, they want to meet people to gain energy or something like that. So they might not feel a lot of people, I'm sure a lot of my friends too, might not feel comfortable and experiencing serious boredom if not economically affected. Apart from that, also the boredom, the irritation, a lot of my friends also were struggling to stay at home 24/7, which makes a total sense. I think it could be a relevant topic to talk about these days. It's of course there are a lot of things that you can do at home. But once that you're really at home, sometimes you feel the frustration, you feel the irritation that, you cannot go out anywhere, right? So today I'm presenting to you what I have read from CNN articles. Yeah, I've come across the CNN articles. Yeah, so let me show you. เห็นไหมอ่าน CNN โถไม่ใช่จริงๆมันขึ้นมาบนฟีด let me show you the articles ใครที่สอนออนไลน์อยู่นะคะนะแนะนำอันนี้มากๆเลยนะคะ okay okay I'm gonna go to the now this article can you see ทุกคนมองเห็นไหมคะ This article is from CNN Health. It's called the name of the article is Do I have cabin fever? What it is, how to cure it. Yeah. So this talks about different ways that you can do to, try to be more to cure cabin fever. Yeah. All these things. So if you're interested, there will be the link down below. This is the discussion time. You can send your answers as well so we can talk in English and practice interacting in English. Yeah. So what do you think? Discussion time. How can we enjoy the time we spend at home more? Yeah, how can we make most of the time at home more, feeling less tired, less bored, and maybe do something meaningful while you're at home and hence cure cabin fever. What do you think? What are your opinions? And then we're going to talk about the CNN recommendations. I don't have recommendations because I like staying home. I don't mind staying home. Let's say I don't mind staying home, but I'm sure a lot of you might be experiencing this kind of thing. So I'm sharing with you what CNN has said. Cabin fever is a psychological state. Yeah, it's a psychological state. It's not something that you actually got fever or physically affected, but it's something that it's come from your. Usually it comes from your mental experience that you feel frustrated because you have to stay inside for way too long. Yeah. So how did CNN actually recommend we do this? Yeah. So the first tip is to establish a routine. Yeah. Establish a routine. Yeah. Come up with a routine. For when you need to go outside, right? For example, you need to go to work, you need to go hang out with your friends, usually when we don't have the virus outbreak. Usually we have to get up early, get ready, and then, dressed up, and then eat breakfast, and then go out, right? But when you're at home, sometimes we stuck in bed for too long, and that makes everything kind of like inert, and you start experience idleness. Idleness คือความอืดมันจะดูลุกเมื่อไหร่ก็ได้มันไม่ได้ต้องไปไหน all these things. So the first tip from CNN is that if you get up the same time as when you have to go somewhere, put on nice clothes, pants, or eat breakfast if you normally do. Psychologically, it prepares you for the day instead of putting you on the mode of like idleness, like, I don't want to do anything. Let me stay in bed for the whole day. Yeah. So establish a routine. If you can have a routine for what you do, normally each day, get up at the same time, have breakfast or have a space where you can do something, walk around or something like that. If you have a set routine instead of like staying in the same place for the whole day, it might help. Yeah, it might help with cabin fever. Yeah. Tips number two is that if you mixed up your space a little bit, this is CNN suggestion number 2. Yeah, mix up your space a bit. What does it mean? What's it supposed to mean? They say that living space is very important. Yeah, living space is very important because you have to be at home and sometimes we feel bored because we keep saying the same thing. We didn't get to go out and see the cars moving, the market, the food, the different place. So having to see the same place every single day, sometimes it makes you feel bored. So what can you do is to move around things a little bit, yeah, or maybe move some furniture, or maybe change the room settings, yeah, or separating zones for work and rest. For example, this table I'm gonna work, and then on that couch I'm gonna watch my Netflix. On my bed I'm going to sleep alone. So if you start, making zones for your space at home, or maybe changing decoration, or maybe start writing something and paste on the wall, or whatever that makes you feel fresh, or something that is a little bit new to the environment might also help. This is tip number 2. Tip number 3 is easier said than done, but I'm going to shoot anyway, is stay physically and mentally active. This is tip number 3 from CNN. It suggested that to be at home and still feel like you're doing something productive and meaningful is, number 1, physically you need to be active. How? Because social distancing doesn't mean that you should not get up from your bed or your couch and maybe expose yourself to the sunlight a little bit. Some people stay indoors for too long. Some people like me. so my mom recommendation is to go out and get some sunlight a little bit. It helps getting vitamin D, or maybe walk around the block, walk around the neighborhood, not too far of course, but something that gets you out of the confined area. And you can do that, maybe go out and walk around the neighborhood a little bit, somewhere that you don't have to be congested with people. That's one way to be physically active, yeah, instead of like all day. Number 2 is mentally active. How do we stay mentally active? Preparing, planning, thinking about something you always wanted to do but didn't have time to. So this might be a good time to think about the documentaries you want to start learning or watching, the free courses on Coursera, edX, Udemy, or like free online courses, books you want to read, new recipes you want to try to cook, or courses you want to take, or like exercise challenges, or something that you can start adding your goals, and so that you feel like there's something to look forward to, and that you don't feel like I don't know when this is gonna end, and like when can I go out again, but you can have something to look forward to. Yeah, generate the dopamine in your brain. Yeah, so you can go read more. There's a few more tips that I think will probably be very helpful if you are experiencing or have experienced cabin fever before. Yeah. Okay, now let's read some of your comments. Very, very interesting comments right here. I'm gonna show you what this StreamYard can do. เหมือนเรามาโปรโมทโปรแกรมให้เขาโดยแบบว่า Okay, some people sent, oh wow, a lot of answers. Yeah. Some people, คุณปิยะธิดา may I put your comment? เท่มากเท่เนาะ Yeah. Plant trees and cooking. Yes. That's what my mom has been doing, and me being a very lazy daughter is not helping at all. But I think it's an excellent idea. My mom started planting trees outside of that house, and also taking that not trees but like vegetables, yeah, and then she took that to cook for our home cooked meals every single day. I think it's an excellent idea. This is wonderful idea. Learning English, cooking, gardening, most definitely something that will pull you towards the nature more. I think that would be an excellent. And learning English, of course, with who? ฝรั่งอังมอ of course. Okay. Okay, somebody said something on my mind. I always wanted to do that. And then when you have like a big project and you were like, once I'm done with this project, once I'm done with this like huge workload, I'm definitely gonna take this time to jump on my bed and stay in my bed for about 2 years or something like that. But when you actually do it, especially a workaholic, like many people are, you can do that for like 2 days or so. And then after that, you might start to get bored. Try to practice cooking skills. That is amazing. I am terrible at cooking, and I admit it. Doing several houseworks. Kun Prani said doing several housework. Yeah, a lot of cleaning, big cleaning for your house or something like that. Yeah. Oh, very interesting. Kun Pon Tipa said, after I've stayed in my house 24 hours for more than 2 weeks, today I walked my dog. Oh, okay. Even it's been only 20 minutes, but I feel charged up. Yeah. Sometimes it's really freshen up. I really like to, I don't know if that's an exercise, but I feel like it gives like a break to everything. And when your brain is kind of like when you do nothing that is related to like a complete work, or if sometimes a lot of you might be working from home. So I think, getting time off because you don't have to commute anymore. So there's no break, right? So, but then if you decided to, have like 10 or 15 minutes walk, usually I just do like 15 minutes, put on like some music and then run, walk around the block, around the neighborhood, just a little bit. It makes me feel so much better. Yeah, I spend my time on Netflix. Me too. Okay, practice singing. Kun Sithida said practice singing. That's amazing. I should try. But then I feel like the neighbors would hate it, so I didn't do it. Amazing. Anyway, to help you make most out of your time, I know it can be boring and it feel like maybe you're not getting anywhere. Sometimes you feel frustrated because you don't know when the situation might get better. So my team and I decided to give you Songkran gift. Yeah, I don't know if it's a Songkran thing anymore, but I think if it might be a good option for all of you who might want to learn English more online, and we want to support your learning process more during this holiday and stay home season. So we have come up with, how should I show you? With, should I say like a special discount for you to, if anybody is interested in taking any courses with Farang Angmo now, if you take one course, the second course is 50% off. Yeah, 50% off, so that you can maybe less hesitant to learn more, and if that helps support you in learning. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so this is a news that I need to announce to all of you. For many people asking for is there any like a special discount during this time. So this is what my team and I decided to offer you during the stay home season. Oh, especially if you are students from ฝรั่ง Angmo from any course นักเรียนเก่านะคะจากทุกคอร์สที่เคยเรียนกับเราทั้งหมดอันนี้ก็เป็นของขวัญ for you. Yeah, so if you have been studying with us for the past years and you are interested in learning any new courses we have, please do not hesitate to come talk to us, because we could give you the 50% discount right away, because you have been taking course with us anyways. Yeah, I think I really hope that you find it helpful to support your learning further. สำหรับใครที่สนใจได้ยาวไปเลยนะไม่ใช่แค่ช่วงสงกรานต์นี้นะคะก็สำหรับใครที่แบบอยากเรียนแล้วก็โอเคอยากรับสิทธิ์ลด50% สำหรับคอร์สที่2ไปด้วยเนี่ยก็คือได้ยาวไปจนถึง31 พฤษภาคมเลยเนาะ If you like and you find it helpful, please leave a like, share this with your friend, or for them to practice listening and interacting in English together to get over my fear of making mistakes, and hopefully you could get over your fears of making mistake in speaking and using English as well. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you gain something out of this and to improve and advance your skills of communication and English further. Yeah, that's it for English Chitchat today. Please always be safe and take care of your health, prioritize your health, maintain social distancing, and enjoy your time at home. Bye bye.